to prosecute in 74 were not part of the 8?
No, here's one of them right here.
Hi, how are you?
This is Harold Taylor.
Harold Taylor. Hi, Harold.
Yeah, how are you?
Lance Burton.
Nice to meet you, Lance.
Thanks for coming in to join us.
Yes, sir.
We're just kind of getting a sense of what you guys have gone through as part of the San Francisco 8, and why you, and help me understand how you got mixed up in this. Tell us who you are and where you're from first.
All right, my name is Harold Taylor. I'm living in Panama City, Florida. I've been there since 1980.
Okay.
I originate from South Central Los Angeles. Where I joined the Black Panther Party in 1967.
Okay.
And I was in the party up until 1971.
Uh-huh.
I met Ray Boudreaux in about 70 or 71, something like that.
Okay.
And him, John Bowman, and a few other people. And I worked out of the South Central office. I worked out of a branch on 84th and Broadway.
Uh-huh.
And basically organizing free breakfast programs. I worked more like a section leader. And what I did is went from different sections in the city and helped organize breakfast programs, clothing drives, and stuff to that effect.
Okay.
Also in San Diego, reorganizing the branch, and Santa Ana and places like that.
Okay. And then how did you find yourself connected to this? Were you ever in San Francisco?
No, I never was in San Francisco.
You never were in San Francisco during that 71 shooting time?
No, I wasn't even here.
How did you get connected?
Because I was with Ray Boudreaux and John Bowman in Los Angeles when the COINTELPRO program set up a sting where they was looking for, they claimed they were looking for me for a misdemeanor warrant. And I was going to a friend's house to pick up some stuff for him, which turned out to be Geronimo Pratt. And this guy gave me a call and told me he had Geronimo's stuff, but I picked it up. I told him no problem.
Huh.
I'd seen Ray and John Bowman earlier that day, and they said, well, where you going? It was a little get-together, getting ready to eat.
Yeah.
I said, I got to make a run. They said, we're going to go with you. So we got in the car together and we went over to pick it up, and it turned out this guy is never there.
Huh.
That it was the FBI sting, and the FBI and the Central Criminal Conspiracy Section, Los Angeles Police Department, had set it up. And they followed us from that spot. And first I didn't realize it was police officers because they weren't playing cars. And then all of a sudden a black and white come out of nowhere, and he jumped right behind us and put us, we didn't do no traffic violations or nothing. So I'm like, okay. We all got guns because during that time people had guns because you had us organizations shooting at people, and you had former members of the party shooting at each other, right. So you had to have some protection. So I just said, Ray said, it's a gun charge, they want to pull us over, they arrested for guns, and we just pay the bill and get out.
Yeah.
But when we pulled over, Ray was driving, I was sitting in the back, JB was sitting in front of me. They come up to the car, the lights, bright lights are shining in the back of the car. This cop kept hollering at me to put my hands on the front seat. So I told him, okay. I put him on the front seat. He kept hollering. I said, that's what I'm doing. And all of a sudden, his gun, he just shoots. I throw my leg up to try to get out of the way. He shoots me in the top of the leg.
What? Isn't that right?
This is an ambush. This is what they did. So we just, if we didn't have guns that night, we would have got killed. They would have killed every one of us. They shot over 200 times in the car, wounded Ray, me, and JB.
So did you guys have to, with the arms you had, sort of defend yourself?
Right, best we could, what we had left, kept them off of us long enough to get the community to come out and start hollering for them to stop shooting. Nobody was moving in the car, And they drug us out, beat us, and took us to the hospital, which took it happened about 9 o'clock at night when we didn't get to the hospital, something like 11:30. So they took the long way around, and nobody died, we all lived through it. And there was, we was in the process of going to court, and we got bailed out. But this is before Watergate, before COINTELPRO was really exposed. We didn't feel like we can get a fair trial. So we decided, walk away from it. I didn't ever leave Los Angeles. I stayed in Los Angeles. I don't know where Ray and JB went, but I got a call from JB right after that. That's 6 or 7 months down the road. And he told me he was in New Orleans. He needed to see me. Come to New Orleans. He wanted me to help him out doing some organizing. So I went to New Orleans. I think I was there about 3 days before I was arrested with John Bowman, Reuben Scott, about 12 other people. And that's when the beating took place. The torture,
The what?
the torture and the beatings. They were beating us and torturing us, trying to get us to make statements.
In New Orleans?
Right. This was, and eventually, when after New Orleans, the beating that took place, I think me and Jeffy stayed there till December. It kept us in New Orleans. Well, we waived extradition because we fought extradition because we wanted to testify for Reuben Scott about the beatings and how they got the statements from us. And finally got back to California, and the political climate had changed. So we felt safe, well, okay, we can go to trial because the COINTELPRO people know about it.
Okay.
And it was exposed so good that when the trial came, I went to trial first because they said I initiated the shooting. But this particular cop, nobody could explain why was his gun shot 3 times. And I'm testifying that he shot at me 3 times. And he couldn't explain how his gun was shot.
Huh.
So it came out that the jury didn't believe what he said and believe what I said. They got found me not guilty. And so they dismissed the charges against John Bowman and Lake Woodrow.
Wow.
And next thing I know, I think a lawyer told me in Los Angeles, you know, they want to indict you for murder in San Francisco. I never came up here. They never even informed me that I was an indictment or that they pressed charges against me. All I know is that about a month later, the lawyer told me that the judge kicked it out because of what happened in New Orleans. But then years later, John Bowman called me, but this is 2001. Right after 9/11, he told me, he says, they're knocking on people's doors.
Really?
And,
So the first time they came at you with the San Francisco charge was in
2001, 2002, somewhere around there.
and
Well, the
then-
first time they charged me with it was in 1975. But the judge here kicked it out, excuse me. Kicked it out because of the torture and the forced statements that they got.
But you guys were nowhere. You were nowhere near.
No, I wasn't even in San Francisco. They could never put me in San Francisco. I admitted that I had been in San Jose because I've been to San Jose to visit Grace. You know, but I had been in San Francisco.
But was that in '71 when you were
Yeah,
in San Jose?
71.
So they kind of felt like that was the connection.
Yeah.